Hi guys, welcome to the first video in the Career Resources Workshop series. So today we'll be talking about the importance of cover letters and resumes. Okay, so let's start off by talking about resumes. So what exactly is a resume? Specifically for a technical resume, it is a list of experience, skills, and job history that outlines an individual's ability to succeed in the technical role. So when writing a technical resume, your priority is to relate your background to the positions for which you're applying to. During the job recruiting process, you'll often be asked to submit a resume and a cover letter. And so it can be a bit confusing to differentiate between the two documents. A resume is a bulleted overview of your work experience, and a cover letter shows your skills and accomplishments in a letter form. Resumes cut to the chase and are a point of reference for the recruiter during a job interview, and cover letters get more into detail about particular career moments. So referring back to resumes, in the initial first section of your resume, include your full name, phone number, city, email address, links to your website portfolios and professional social media profiles, and sometimes personal objectives. When considering whether to add a career objective or personal summary to your resume, it's important to remember that they can provide context and explanation when applying for various jobs. So for example, if you have a lot of experience in front-end roles but are applying for a back-end role, providing a career objective can be helpful in explaining why. And so these summaries should be brief but effective in giving an overview of the professional persona. In the educational history section of your resume, you can list each degree with the most recent one at the top of your section and give detail on the institution, major or field of study, graduation date, and any awards or clubs that you were part of. So for degrees with a GPA above around 3.4, you can add this as well. If you have a degree from an institution that is renowned for its technology program or related programs, be sure to highlight this in your resume. So in the work section, include a brief description of your responsibilities in your most recent experiences and jobs, including the title, company, if applicable, start date, and end date. Starting bullet points with action words is also important, such as, things such as spearheaded, pioneered, collaborated, mentored, developed. And it's important to get their attention fast since it's likely that recruiters will be glancing at your resume for just a few seconds. They often will just scan it top down, so give them the best resume that you can. And it's advisable to tailor your resume based on your experience. So, for example, if you had just finished college, your accomplishments and project-based skills will most likely dominate your resume. On the other hand, if you have some work experience, the experience you've gained in the workplace, your career successes, and the skills that you've developed on the job will help you stand out. It's important for employers to know what you can do for them, so showcasing the work you've done for your previous employers is a good way to help them envision you in their organization. So towards the bottom of your resume, people often include technical and non-technical skills in this section, such as computer programming, database management, coding languages, non-coding languages, etc. Also, if you're applying for a tech position, make sure that you're carefully reading the job posting to understand what the company is specifically looking for, and then tailor your resume to meet their needs. You can increase your chances of getting through the initial screening by using the right keywords, because a lot of times many large companies will use a program to screen resumes before a human sees them. So when listing your skills, look at the job description for the role you're interested in and make sure that your experiences qualify you for that specific role. Although you may not have worked in the role in question specifically, you're likely to have some skills applicable to the position that you're applying for, such as learning coding languages, implementing training software, and using database frameworks. Moving on to cover letters. So what exactly is a cover letter and why are they important? According to Columbia's Career Education Center, the cover letter is a one-page business that you'll submit when applying for a job along with your resume. And this cover letter aims to convey to the employer why you're a great candidate for the role. This document serves to introduce yourself as a professional, highlighting your qualifications and achievements as they relate to the role that you're applying for. It also reflects that you're serious about this particular job, so that allows the hiring manager to give your candidacy more priority than those who didn't include a cover letter. So you can use a cover letter to make a good first impression on an employer, which is one of its most important functions. Among equally qualified applicants, you can position yourself as an outstanding candidate by highlighting your best role-specific strengths in a well-written cover letter. In addition to marketing your skills and gaining the hiring manager's attention, the cover letter also increases your chances of landing the position because it emphasizes your core competencies. A cover letter gives you the opportunity to ultimately elaborate on your past roles, successes, and challenges, as well as the reasons for seeking new opportunities. So you can use this space to illustrate to the employer how you can translate your role relevant skills, achievements, and experience into actionable results. So when structuring the cover letter, the contact information should be listed at the top of the page, either in the same format as your resumes or on the left or right margin. Additionally, you should keep your cover letter to around 3 to 4 paragraphs and less than 1 page in length. In terms of the tone of the cover letter, it should be kept positive and professional, and avoid beginning too many sentences with I. Make sure that the grammar, sentence structure, and spelling of your cover letter are corrected by reading it out loud. And you can also ask a friend to read over your cover letter to catch any mistakes that you might have missed. In terms of formatting, cover letters should be uploaded as a PDF or Word document when applying online. And you can write a short note or paste the cover letter into the body of your email and attach the document when you're sending your resume and cover letter by email. In regards to the content of the cover letter, if you're applying for a job, your cover letter should answer who, what, when, where, and why. So in the introduction, if the individual who can hire you is not mentioned in the job description, address your letter to Dear Hiring Manager or to the title mentioned in the job description. Also, you should tell the position that you're applying for, how you found out about it, who you are, why you're interested or qualified for it. And if possible, include the name of the person that you spoke with or who referred you if you had a conversation with them. The body of the cover letter is usually 1 or 2 paragraphs, and you can focus on your qualifications and mention the strengths which are pertinent to the field, company, and job you're applying for. Include examples from your past work or studies that showcase your skills and knowledge you possess that make you a great candidate for the role. Structure it based on importance rather than time order. And you should showcase that you can be an asset to an employer. Do not talk about any shortcomings as far as experience or achievements is concerned. The closing paragraph of your cover letter should thank the reader and reiterate your interest in the position or organization. Your tone should explain why you would be a good fit, and just like your resume, you should tailor your cover letter to the specific job posting. Before writing the cover letter, it's critical that you research your employer as well as the specific role. This includes researching things such as the company's culture, values, and industry. And you can find this type of information on a variety of different websites, whether that be, employer's website, employer's review websites, social media handles, industry communication materials, etc. Incorporating these specific keywords that you've researched is important. Going back to what I mentioned earlier regarding how oftentimes the documents are scanned through a program before a human eye sees it. After you put in the effort to craft and revise your resume and cover letter, it's recommended to seek the insight of others to ensure that the documents are error-free and optimally communicate your qualifications. So by securing a fresh perspective, you can be confident that you have presented the best possible version of yourself to prospective employees. We appreciate you taking the time to join us for this installment of the cover letter and resume video series. And we invite you to continue to stay engaged with us as we roll out additional videos in this series. Thank you.